The Super Nintendo Classic Edition. So much has been said and written about this device that we're just gonna skip all of it and get right into modding it. Hey, what's up? It's Ben Scarborough, and I'm here with Eat Like a Fat Kid, Gabe Bowen. Gabe, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Super stoked to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, Gabe brought his SNES Classic Edition here to the studio today. Gabe, why do you want to mod this thing?
I'm just super excited that they re-released this SNES with games loaded onto it, right? I've had an original for years that has been collecting dust due to TV, HDMI problems, and then obviously having the actual cartridges and them working. The SNES is my favorite system of all time.
What if I were to tell you that in addition to being able to put these additional games on your SNES Classic, that you were able to actually run Nintendo 64 games on it?
I would say you're a liar, sir.
So what I've actually come across on the internet is that it's actually possible to run N64 games on there, so we're gonna put that information to the test, and let's see if we can get Super Mario 64 up and running on this SNES Classic. Let's do it!
Let's go.
Woo!
So I see the setup. What do we have going on here today?
We came upon a repo on GitHub from clusterm for HackG2, and this is a Windows application that he's compiled himself, and this is going to allow us to flash a custom kernel onto your SNES Mini. So I've got a Windows 10 environment set up here, so we're going to run the HackG software by connecting your SNES to the PC using USB. We're gonna walk through the 1, 2, 3 step process. It should be very easy. Interesting bit of trivia, when Nintendo of America rolled out the NES Mini last year, iFixit was quick to tear down the system and find out that the motherboard inside is identical 1-for-1 to the motherboard that's inside the SNES Classic. And clusterm was actually worried that he was gonna have to write new software to be able to dump these ROMs on this newer hardware. But since it's the same hardware, his code actually runs on the SNES Classic. That Nintendo actually hid a message commented away in the code of the operating system that says, "Enjoy this Mini, disconnect from the present, and go back to the 90s." Can you believe that? They actually hid that, didn't they?
Dude, that's crazy. It's like they knew we were gonna just jump right in.
So, I mean, we have the latest version of HackG2 installed on this computer, so let's go ahead and break your SNES out.
Brought a nice little present for us today.
Nice. By the way, if you didn't know, this is the only way to transport a SNES Classic, especially after you have to wait as long as he did to get it. Now, when did you get this thing?
I got this literally for myself December 23rd, 2017, so this past Christmas. Secondhand, actually. I had to drive up to Buford Highway and buy this for $100 because they were still sold out in all GameStops, Walmarts around Georgia.
Definitely a hot commodity. The cartridge slot does not go down, the eject button does not depress. How you plug in the controllers is you actually pop this piece of plastic down right here.
Yeah, that took me a long time to figure out, sadly enough.
And you have the legacy connector that was actually introduced on the Nintendo Wii on the bottom of the Wiimote. This is Nintendo's proprietary connection.
And the nice thing is you can get an extension to that by just using the same ones that people were using for Wii remotes. Yeah. Original cable, not that long, especially nowadays. We don't sit that close to the TV. Toss that baby on and you have like 10 feet of cable now.
So let's hack this thing. We're gonna plug this thing up to my PC using a USB connection. All right. Turning our attention over to my computer, I'm gonna pull up the desktop and I already have a shortcut for HackG2 on there. Ooh, open file security warning. Go ahead and run that back.
I'm already getting nervous.
This is HackG2. You can see that I actually have the entire Super Nintendo library loaded up inside. This is some 700 odd games that we got from, where did I get these games? I can't remember. We got them, though.
That's all that matters. I don't know that I've ever seen all the titles for the SNES in my life, so that's impressive.
You know, you've got your Madden series from 94, 95, all the way to 98. Can you believe they supported it that long?
I mean, it's a great system. Like I said, I was still stoked to get one in 2017, so I'm not making any judgments right now.
By the way, we'll put the link in the video description for all of these applications that we're using in case you have a SNES Classic at home and actually want to mod it yourself in your spare time. We're gonna hold the reset button up and then flip the power button on, and then I'm gonna let go of the reset button. This puts the device in kind of like a safe mode state, and the software is able to interact with it. If you can see over here, it's flashing the custom kernel onto the device right now. What you guys should really imagine is going on here is that inside this plastic enclosure is a small motherboard, which you should see on the screen here, that is running a Linux distribution with a open source file system. And that's how the SNES Classic is able to run as well as it does in 2018. I mean,
That's awesome, because I understood all of that.
this is such an exciting time for Gabe's Super Nintendo Classic Edition. It's like it's never been turned on before. It's getting a new kernel flash to it. You know, ever since I was a little kid, my entire life has been progress bars going across screens, and so this is like comfort food for me. I don't remember it taking this long last time we did it.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands over here.
Oh, okay, check it out. So it says, wow, done. You can upload games to your NES/SES Mini now. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit OK, and I'm gonna turn the mouse over to Gabe, and Gabe is going to go down this laundry list of SNES ROMs and choose which ones that he wants to sync to his new console. Obviously, he's got the option of the original titles that ended up on the console, but this is this is quite the list.
This is literally a
And it's
kid
not
in a
gonna be
candy
easy.
shop.
He's got
No.
to check each of these one by one.
Well, I mean, 2020 Super Baseball, we're almost there. Three Ninjas. I mean, that's I would be dumb to not. Let's see.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be here for a minute.
We are, absolutely. Aladdin. Oh my God, this is seriously all of my childhood happening right before my eyes. American Gladiators.
Do you remember having to go to like Blockbuster and rent these games?
Absolutely. I actually ruined a TV renting Mario 2 on original Nintendo. It wouldn't work, so I blew into the cartridge. It still didn't work. So I jammed the button to the TV power, and it actually just completely fried the like 40-inch tube television we had at the moment.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was in kindergarten. That didn't go over well with my mom.
We're never buying another Nintendo console again. Like what happened there? Was there a dry spell for you?
Oh yeah, needless to say, I had no TV or Nintendo privileges for quite some time.
And make sure to get Ninja Warriors. That's another one of those obscure Super Nintendo titles that went out of print really early on in its run. And I mean, I've seen it go on eBay unopened for $700.
That's crazy. But you know what I really want is Balls 3D, fighting at its ballsiest.
There's a reason why Gabe can't select the entire SNES library and sync it to the console, and that's simply because the onboard storage of the device just doesn't have enough space. So unlike the NES Mini Classic Edition where you can sync the entire NES library to it, we kind of have to be a little bit selective because the onboard storage is half a gig and the entire SNES library is around 600 megs.
Clay Fighter.
Now while you're going down this list, make sure to click Mario Kart 64. This is actually going to throw that ROM onto the device and we'll be able to see what it plays like using a Super Nintendo controller.
Make sure to get Ninja Warriors. I think I'm good. I think I have everything.
Got all the games you want?
Yeah, man.
Well, let's go ahead and hit that synchronize button in the bottom right-hand corner.
Click.
This one looks like it's going a lot faster than,
The flash kernel.
yeah. I feel like I should just be like a character in like a fighting pose, just like waiting.
Now loading. And I love this. Shout out to the developers clusterm for putting wow done. I mean, that's got to be like top 10 dialog boxes in Windows.
I mean, absolutely.
And I will rip this HDMI cable out of my computer and just go ahead and plug this in the back of there. Hook up a controller and let's see what it does.
Let's do this. And
All right, so this is the operating system.
This is good.
As it ships. There should be a folder somewhere on this row that indicates there it is.
all right.
More games. Cool. So congratulations, man. You've soft-modded your SNES, and it's
Oh my God.
it's every game you ever wanted, right?
I'm so excited right now.
So let's check out that Mario Kart 64 ROM and see how well it runs.
All right, let's do this.
This is gonna be crazy.
All right, here we go.
Is it gonna load? Is it gonna load though? But is it gonna load though? I mean, is it
It might.
gonna load?
It might load. I'm not sure if it's gonna load.
I really hope
Is it loading?
loads. Is that what's happening right here? Oh my God, it actually
Holy
loaded. Now what's going on over here on this controller?
Well, the B and A are kind of backwards, but I mean, if that's our only problem, then this is pretty amazing. Moment of truth.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
All right,
that's
so
a strategy. So, in the sand? That's your thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, you can't steer.
There's literally nothing happening right now.
Okay, if anybody in the comments knows how to make this work,
Damn.
let us know, like right now, please. Thanks.
I feel kind of like stuck and helpless right now.
Can you pause it?
Yeah.
So there you go, children. A wonderful example of what I'd like to call compatibility. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna go head-to-head in a little game that he likes to call Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this right now. I haven't played this since I was probably like in Ohio Thanksgiving, and I was like in 5th grade. I don't know.
All right, I'm Ben Scarborough.
And I'm Gabe Bowen.
And subscribe to Scarflix for more daily content just like this, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.
This is my What's going on, dude? What's going on? Oh, what? What is happening? On around.
Oh shit.